Hi, everybody. This is Shalene, and Robin's joining us.
Hi, everybody.
Can everybody hear us okay?
Let's see. I want to wave. Hi, everybody.
As you can see, I have my cat again. And today's talking about books. So if anybody has any questions, if there's any genres you want to talk about, any books, let us know.
Okay.
So I finished a book this afternoon. It was The Shadow Box by Luann Rice. Did you read that one, Robin?
No, I didn't. I heard you talking about it on your morning video, though, but I haven't read it. What genre is that anyway?
Um, it's a mystery. It's not romance at all. So it's more like a psychological thriller mystery.
Okay. And what I read today was Are We There Yet by Kathleen West.
Oh,
Um, it was a women's fiction, and it was basically about 4 or 5 middle school mothers and their 13, 12, and 13-year-olds and all the, I don't want to say foolishness, but they were very troubled teenagers, and the mothers weren't doing such a great job. And it's for a blog tour, and I honestly don't think I can go any higher than a 3. So I will write the publicist to make sure that they're okay with a 3 stars.
oh yeah.
It was, I mean, I'm a grandmother and I do have a 13-year-old grandchild, but I don't think my grandson would do any of the things that those kids were doing in, in that book.
Like you would hope not.
Yeah, I would definitely hope not. And
So,
I'm also reading Sacagawea by Annalee Waldo. She
oh,
was an Indian explorer, actually, who accompanied Lewis and Clark during their expeditions.
yep.
And it's 1,424 pages, and I think I'm on page 629.
Wow.
Um, I started it a few days ago, but I have read 4 or 5 books since I started because I'm only reading 100 or 200 pages a day. And that's a really, really good book. I think I read 250 pages today, so I read a lot more than I had planned to today.
Wow. So we have Deborah, Gail, Robert,
Hi,
Paul,
Deborah. Hi, Gail.
Angel.
Robert.
Who else came in? Kale. Hi, Kale.
Hi, Cal. And I see Palmy Angel Crafts. Hi, Palmy. Hi, Sarah.
Yep.
How is everybody today?
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
So yeah, I've read everything on the TBR that I wanted to from NetGalley.
Hmm.
I have a few books from Forever that I added on my TBR, and I had them last month and I never got to them, and I will get. And so tomorrow I'll be starting Cowboy Come Home by Carly Bloom.
Okay, I have that in the other room.
Yeah, and that's, I believe, the second book of the series.
Hmm.
Yes, because I wrote number 2 in it. So I read the first one, so I want to get to this one. And so this is a romance, of course, Western romance.
Okay. And what I've been doing is I've been reading all of my upcoming blog tour books, even going into April, that are currently released. And as I read those, I'll go back to my NetGalley books and read those until I get notification that a new title that I have in my agenda is released. And then, of course, like I said, I'm reading Sacagawea, and I'm also reading some series books.
Oh, yeah, I decided I think I'm going to read Bridgerton.
Oh, wonderful. That was a great series. I'm anxious to see what you think of The Duke and I compared to the Netflix season.
See, I'm going to read all the books first and then I'll
Mhm.
binge watch the series.
Oh, you haven't seen the series yet.
Oh, no, and then
Oh,
I watch the series, I know I won't read the books because that's how I am. If I watch a movie, then I don't read the book.
understandable.
But if I read the book, then I know I'll pick apart the TV show.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you right now that Shonda Rhimes she's a producer, African American.
Yeah.
She what's the word? I can't think of the right word, but I'm drawing a blank. But basically, she introduced diversity. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
He introduced diversity into an existing historical romance series. So this first of all, I'm a reader first before anything. So I watched the series first, and then I read the books. And I more prefer the books because that's my go-to. But I really love the series because of the diversity. So you're gonna find that some of the for the most part the storylines are the same. There's a couple of differences, and you'll run across those differences, and you'll be able to clearly identify those differences.
Okay.
And hi, Kim. And back to Robert, he said he's working on the last three colors of his diamond painting, a 50 by 50. That's
Hi,
awesome.
Elizabeth. Hi, Silver.
Hi, Silver. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi,
Hi,
Kim.
Dawn.
So Rose needs another good book. So Rose, read the Shadow Box by Luann Rice. I just finished it this afternoon. I think you will like it.
Rose, have you, hi, Kim, and welcome. Rose, have you read anything by Kristen Hanna? Because I would recommend either The Nightingale or The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. Those are both 5-star books that once you read one of those books, if you're anything like me, you're going to want to grab a hold of her TBR and just start reading it. I mean, her backlist, and start reading anything that she wrote.
And I'll tell you, I don't care for a lot of historical fiction. I loved The Nightingale. I could not put it down.
Yeah, that book is
That was
amazing.
really, really good.
Yeah.
And I do want to read that new one. Hi, Straight Chick. How are you? Oh, Rose said she read The Nightingale.
Awesome. Then you need to pick up The Four Winds. That just came out about 3 weeks ago. I read it back in September because Shalene and I get books pretty early. But I'd say read The Four Winds. Then if you like Kristen Hanna, then give that book a shot. Let's see. I don't know what activities, what projects are coming up next, Palmy Angel Crafts, but Shalene, she knows all that stuff really good. Hi, Michelle.
So I need to add The Four Winds to my list.
Oh my goodness, definitely add it. The Nightingale is about two sisters during World War II, during the occupation, and they were not. They should not have had any involvement in the war because they weren't being sought after by Hitler and his cronies. However, they both had a stand in the book. Now, one of the sisters joined the resistance, and she fought to save people through various
There's
saving people.
Hi, ladies.
Nature.
Hi, Krishan.
How are you?
Hi, Krishan. Welcome, hon.
Hi, how are you, ladies? I was backstage playing with the camera, doing all kind of weird stuff.
I happened to look down and I go, "Oh, Krishan's here. I need to put her on here."
Oh, wow. I didn't even see her check in.
Yeah, I was just kind of hiding out in the back.
We weren't quite sure how to access this. I said, I think we just clicked the link that's in Messenger. And that's what I did, and it worked.
So Nana
playing with it.
Nana wants to know how we get books early.
Okay, before I finish that, I just want to finish because Stratchik had mentioned that I was talking. The other sister in the Nightingale, she had a daughter, and her husband was off in the war, and soldiers, German soldiers, were taking over homes and businesses of people, and one of the German soldiers billeted or took residence in this other sister's home. And so we have her experiences. And so the sisters were kind of like at like a dichotomy to each other. They were completely opposite as far as what they stood for, but amazing
I
book.
know I'm like making faces and stuff on the camera because I was trying to grab my Kindle at the same time where I'm holding the phone. Because I brought my Kindle with me, so I came prepared.
Shalene, Palm Angel Crafts asks, is there a link to the list? So you may want to tell her about your Patreon so she can find out what's coming up. That might be is it in your description?
It's in my Patreon link is in my description of my video, and if you join Patreon, you get a newsletter every month, but I will add to it as the month goes on. I won't add to the newsletter. I'll just post something, and that has the links to all the events that are going on.
Okay.
To answer who asked how we get booked. First of all, Nana, I have to tell you, Nana, that I am on page, I think 670 or 770 of Sacagawea. So I want to thank you so much for referring me to that book, Nana, because it's an amazing book. I'm not reading it straight through. Like, I've read 5 books since I started it, so I'm reading 100 or 200 pages a day. But I just wanted to let Nana know that I'm reading Sacagawea, and I absolutely love it. And how Jolene, Fashawn, myself, Elizabeth Spooky House of Books is in the chat. How we all get books early is we started off with a website called NetGalley, which is netgalley.com. And that is where you get the books early and you write reviews. And all you have to do is provide those reviews on NetGalley or Goodreads. But some of us, like Elizabeth, Shalene, myself, and Fashawn, all have blogs. And we also provide reviews to our blogs. And then I don't know about all the other ladies, but I'm a promoter as well. So I promote to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I have a running dialogue with publishers, publicists, and authors. And that's how we get books up.
Yep. And I only started out with I started out with NetGalley till I met Fashawn, and then she got me hooked into email and publishers to ask them. So
see, I'm the old lady.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah, Fashawn. You know, when I talk to people, there's a couple of Facebook groups I'm on and a couple of messenger groups, and people are asking me, you know, how do you get Berkeley books? Because the Berkeley Publishing Group is very, very, very reticent when it comes. Yeah, they do not want to give you books.
No.
And I get everything, and now I do blog tours, and I can't tell them, but it's because of Fashawn. Hey, Fashawn,
you guys, my blog just turned 10.
Oh, congratulations!
It's 10 years old. I'm an old lady.
Fashawn has the name and telephone number and email address of every publisher out there, and any publisher that I wanted, I developed a relationship with, you know, personally, and now I get a 100% approval rating for anything I want at any time, and it's great. So Fashawn took Shalene and I way past NetGalley for sure.
Yeah. And then Robin makes me really, really jealous because she gets pre-approved for everything.
Everything, right. Because she's like whitelisted everywhere.
Yeah, she's whitelisted everywhere.
Yeah. So it's called being whitelisted, or yes, I will message you that, Nana. I'll do that after the stream. Yes, when they're talking about whitelisting or being pre-approved, it's when a publisher says, hey, we like you. You can have whatever you want. You don't have to request it. And it happens to me just about every month. So I pretty much get anything I want at any time.
I just carte blanche everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
straight chick. What's everyone's favorite place to get audiobooks? Mine is the library.
Yes, Hoopla and Overdrive.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
huh?
I was able to get an account through the New York State Public Library, and they have so many books. I don't even have to touch my own local library anymore.
And I
Right.
also had a long, like maybe 11 years subscription to Audible. So I have
Me
maybe
too.
400 Audible books, and I will always keep my subscription Audible going because no matter how good any library system is, or there's another one called Scribd, which is a pay service, it's $9.99 a month. There are still places that only Audible has books.
Oddball.
And I
Yeah.
am a diehard series fanatic. And if I want a book and I need a book, I will go to Audible. So I will always keep credits going in Audible for that purpose.
Well, I have everybody because I have Scribd, I have Audible, I have my library, and I'm lucky because I live in Florida, and Florida is awesome because I have the Orlando public library system, and they are awesome. So in between my library, Audible, Scribd, um, Hoopla, did I miss
Overdrive.
anybody?
Overdrive, hun.
Overdrive, yeah, Overdrive. So in between all of those, if it's not, the only way that I can't get it is if it doesn't exist. That's just about the only
Yes.
way. And NetGalley because they do audiobooks now. So in
Yes.
between,
And there's another site that we get books from too, and it's called Edelweiss. Edelweiss is not as user friendly as NetGalley, and it's
no.
not as nice to
No,
reviewers. But Edelweiss kind of likes me, so I get whatever I want from Edelweiss as well. But
Otherwise,
NetGalley
it's
is a
like,
favorite.
but
otherwise
they're
denies me
kind of
everything.
snobby though.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are snobby. I'm not going to deny that.
Because
Um,
I deal with Edelweiss, but they're kind of because they're not really intended for us. They're more intended for booksellers and publishers, and
and librarians.
yeah. So if you can kind of get into Edelweiss under the radar, that's kind of. I think I got grandfathered in or something. I don't. I'm
Mhm.
not quite sure what the deal is with them, but um, since I'm like the old lady and I've been doing this for like I feel kind of old though, because when you realize that you've been blogging for like 10 years, because my blog renewal date for my domain name came up, and
Mhm.
I was like, oh crap, I started doing this in 10,000 and in 2011. So
Wow.
like it's now 2021 and I have to renew my blog, and I'm like, oh, I've been doing this for a while. So yeah, I think they just throw books at me because they know that I'm not going anywhere. I guess
Yeah.
if they figure you've been doing it for 10 years, you kind of.
So, you two, how many Kindles do you both own?
Well, I was about to approach that because we were talking about our library systems and what the four of us do. I wish Elizabeth could be here, but she's in the chat somewhere. Is we all have multiple Kindles. And by having
You're right.
multiple Kindles, we share our library systems.
Yep.
So I belong
Right.
to the Florida library system by virtue of Fashawn, or the New York library system by virtue of Shalene. And another friend
Right?
of mine, Michelle, I belong to the Las Vegas library system. So, like Fashawn said, the only way we don't get a book is if it does not exist.
If it's not in
So
print, that's the only way.
I have two Kindle Fires, a Kindle Paperwhite, and a Kindle Reader. And I have the different accounts for my friends on the different devices
Me too.
because every now and again, well, honestly though, sorry for Sean, I don't need you anymore. I'm just kidding. Is Berkeley used to deny me, but always approved for Sean. So I would go to for Sean's Kindle account to read the Berkeley books. But now that Berkeley approves me, I don't think I've touched the Kindle that has Fashawn's account on there.
I
Now,
don't think that
I want to back up to Robert really quick, and then I want to answer Nana, or one of you ladies can. But I want to let Robert know that I'm working on Mountain Castle by Diamond Art Club. In the role that I'm in, I'm about almost 50% done with this diamond painting. It's a 98 by 70. I'm working a square at a time. Last week I was really catching up on my blog, so I really didn't diamond paint. So a lot of the work that I've done is just this week. And Nana, if you can't read on your phone, I would suggest a Kindle Paperwhite instead of a Kindle Fire. A Kindle Fire is backlit like a tablet because it is a tablet. A Kindle Paperwhite or Kindle Reader is like paper. It's e-ink or electronic ink, and it's very, very easy on the eyes. So I would suggest that you get one of those.
Yeah, but I thought
Go
the
ahead.
Kindle Fire, though, you could turn down the brightness.
Yes, you can do that. You can turn it down. You can change it to black on white on black. You can change it back onto green or sepia. But if you really have problems with your eyes or with headaches, then you want a Paperwhite or a Kindle Reader.
Or you can change your Kindle Fire to night mode, because if you change it to white mode and you have it on where the background is black and the page is black, and
Nana says it's not because of the brightness; it's because the print is too small.
Oh, okay.
No, on her phone. I think because she says she tries to read on her phone and it gives her a headache. Not for the Fire. She doesn't have a Kindle Fire. Yeah, you're going to find Nana that with a Kindle Fire or a Paperwhite or a Kindle Reader, you can manipulate the font to any size that's good for you. And let me tell you how I do mine. I like all of us here use Kindle text to speech when we listen to books so that we can multitask. Right. So what I do is I have my Kindle sitting up and I have the font one of the largest sizes so that I'm multitasking in front of me, but my Kindle Fire is in my eye line to my left. In the font I make large, and then that way I can kind of read while I'm diamond painting. It's kind of weird, but it definitely works.
Hi, Joanne. Where were you?
Joanna, welcome. And Nana, if your library is not online, get with Shalene or I, because there are library systems that have online availability.
Yeah, and
most libraries have access.
Check your state library.
Yeah.
That's what I did. New York. I looked up New York State Public Library. There is an app, and I bet you your state is listed because it has like all the states listed.
Right. Not necessarily your local library, but your state library.
So the app that I use is called Simply E. And it has like every state listed, and it would be like mine comes from New York City. And it has audiobooks, ebooks, magazines, all of that, and it was free.
Wow.
And Nana, if you stay on here in about 10 minutes, I'm giving away a Kindle Fire.
Oh, right, Nana.
Oh, wow.
If you live in the United States, I will mail this to you. I can't out of the States because it costs so much to ship. But if you're in the United States, I'm giving this away in about 10 minutes. And it's still in the package. It's never been opened.
This is my son. Okay, keep talking, ladies.
Never been opened.
Hey, Anna, what's up, honey?
But I bought 2 of them for my grandson, Colgan. Yep, I can check you, Alabama.
You guys were talking about historical fiction earlier and historical romance, and that's my genre of choice. So
straight because I bought 2 Kindles.
I'm back.
And
You opened that door for me. You can't even use this key.
I bought these for my grandsons so they could play games. And my son said they really don't have games for the kids on them. So I said, well, I'm keeping one. I'm probably going to transfer what I have of a tablet that I use for Sean's account onto one Kindle, and then I'm giving this one away. Plus, you guys are amazing. You all support my channel, and it's something to give back. It's something to give back.
Well, we love you. So
So I'm looking up to see what other libraries are available.
She said Alabama, Shalene.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I'm trying to figure out how.
Street of this village. Playing from Robin's Fire.
How I look it up.
Whose device is talking? I just checked my device.
I don't know. It's not mine.
Not mine. Sean, do you have anything playing?
Nope. It said your fire, Robin.
Yeah, I just
Robin's fire.
Yeah, no, I still hear something, but it's not me. I checked.
It's not me either. Because I'm not in the room with my daughter's echo. So
Alabama is not listed.
Oh, Alabama's not listed?
No.
Well, Nana,
about the Alabama.
No. Echo's asking if we want to know about Alabama. No, Echo, stop. Echo, stop. Nana, I would be glad to share my library information with you if you get a Kindle, so I can help you, Nana. So we can deal with that later if you want.
And me, I would too.
And for Sean as well. Now I noticed. Okay, Joanna says she's a romantic at heart, and then AK Rose says that she loves historical romance. So, Shalene, do you mind if we talk about our favorite genres?
Nope.
Okay. You want me to go first? Since I'm the big mouth of the night? You go ahead.
I like just about anything. I'm not big into historical romance, but I do read a few authors of them that I like. I'm not into Westerns unless it's like a Western romance. I love psychological thrillers. They're my favorite. And mysteries. Cozy mysteries are good. And of course, I read a lot of romance. I don't mind the erotic romance either. I read those. I don't care for nonfiction, so mostly anything that's fiction, but I'm picky about historical fiction.
Okay. And I read psychological thrillers, mystery thrillers, suspense. Lately I've been reading more action thrillers, which is really unusual for me, but I've been reading some series. I like Amish fiction. I like any kind of romance. I like historical romance. I love historical fiction, and I love cozy mysteries. I don't read any erotica, any horror, or any paranormal.
Oh yeah, I love paranormal too.
I read everything. Everything. I will read the back of the cereal box if it's in front of me. So, but my favorite things to read are historical fiction, historical romance. I will read historical romance all day, all night. I love the dukes and the ladies and the kilts and all of that. I love to read mysteries. I love paranormal. I love fantasy. I love high fantasy. I love all of that. I read everything that they don't read. I read smut. I read just everything. I mean, I go way off into the romance because I will read like the dark erotic romance. I'll read BDSM. I'll read. It doesn't matter. I'm way off into the whatever horror westerns. It doesn't matter. Just
Yeah, I
Stick
used
it
to
in
read.
front of me.
I haven't read horror in a long time because I always liked Danielle Steele and Dean Koontz.
Yeah, I've read maybe 2 horror books in the last 20 years. That's how much horror I read.
Yeah.
My favorite author is Christina Henry. She wrote Red. She wrote she wrote The Mermaid. She wrote Lost Boy. She wrote Alice and Red Queen, which forever changed Alice in Wonderland for me because um Alice stabbed the white rabbit in the eye because he tried to rape her, and then the caterpillar really she did, and then the caterpillar and who else? The caterpillar and the other character, I can't think of him right now. Yeah, Caterpillar and Cheshire, they are opposing mob bosses, and they each have their own racket that they have because the Caterpillar owns strip clubs and he's like into prostitution. So like but that's what she did to Alice.
Oh my gosh.
So it
Um,
it turned Alice in Wonderland into this crazy and she made Peter Pan psychotic.
oh
So
my
I was
goodness.
like, she did. So I was like, okay. But she has this book coming out and it's called Near the Bone. And it's her take on the Sasquatch thing. And she like totally redid the myth of the Sasquatch because she has this girl that's stuck up in the woods in this cabin with her husband. And her husband is like he's very abusive and he keeps her up in the woods in the cabin and she hasn't seen anybody for like 10 years and she keeps having these flashbacks to like her life before she was in the cabin and her husband tells her that that wasn't true, that it was just the figment of her imagination. And there's like this Sasquatch thing that her husband, because he's like this survivalist, right? So they're up there in the woods and there's nobody but him and her. And then all of a sudden they find this Sasquatch thing that's like been watching them in the woods and stuff. And her husband is like terrible, right? He's like really, really abusive. And it's like you don't know who to be more afraid of, her husband or the Sasquatch thing. I'm like, what? So but that's by Christina Henry and it's coming out real soon. And if you guys like, being on the edge of your seat and you like psychological thrillers and you don't get triggered by domestic abuse, because there's a lot of it in the book. But it works out. But it's hard to read it, but you can't, it's like a train wreck. You can't stop reading it because it's like, what? Did I just read that? What? So,
Okay, Straight
but that
just asked me. She says you've been reading the J.D. Robb books. Have you found a difference in the in-depth series? Some say they don't think it's her writing the books anymore. I haven't noticed any difference. Have you, Robin?
No, I read every single book, including the most recent one.
And I just need.
I think it's true. J.D. Robb / Nora Roberts. I know that some authors use ghostwriters. I'm not going to deny that fact. But I
Right.
think it's true, Nora Roberts. I don't think it's a ghostwriter for that.
Nora Roberts just came out with a new book, right?
Yeah, Legacy.
There's a new book. There was a
Him,
new book on Nick Kelly called Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy. Yeah.
That was just
You're welcome, Aaron. I requested Legacy. It was actually read now for the first 1,000 people, but I don't always check my email, so I missed the first 1,000. But
I had it when it went out, and I didn't even push the button. I was just like, I just had the screen open with the button on it that said
Yeah.
"Read Now," and I was looking at it, but I don't think I ever pushed it. So now I got to go back and
so Kim says
request it.
she loves Danielle Steele. I love Danielle Steele too. Do you girls
I
read
haven't
Danielle
written.
Steele?
I do, but I
read
haven't read much.
one Danielle Steele book in the last 2 or 3 years. I I did grab a couple of hers from NetGalley re-releases, but I'm just really not into Danielle Steele.
I
I've
finished.
read a
I
few.
read Neighbors. That was out like in January. That was really good.
Okay.
But I don't
For
have my
those,
review yet.
for those of
And
you who like true crime retellings, read In the Garden of Spite is by Camille. I can't think of her last name, but it's called In the Garden of Spite, and it's the story of Belle Gunnis. And but it's a fictionalized version of her life. She is a real murderess, but this lady, this author did a fictionalized version of her story, and it is so good. I started
it's
reading it
Camilla
and I
Bruce.
was riveted
Actually,
to the book.
Camilla Bruce. I do have it. I just haven't read it yet.
Story. And
It's
it's
so
so
Now, Silver
that book
says
is
it's
good.
love mysteries and some, but not all fantasy. And she doubts that she would read The Dark Alice. And I wouldn't read The Dark Alice, but for Sean and I know what I won't read, and Shalene also knows what I won't read.
Yeah,
Um,
but I'm that person that
but I don't
that
care that you like
I
some
go off the deep
fantasy.
end.
I don't care that you there's what's the fantasy, the married couple for Sean that I read that series of the sisters.
Is it the Iona
Yeah,
Andrews one?
Ilona Andrews. Yeah, Ilona Andrews. Yeah. So I have read a fantasy series. It's just not my favorite thing. But I
I
did
like
like
the fact that
Ilona
we all
Andrews.
read different things because we can all bring something to the pot that even though it's not the other person's thing, it's like I read this and da da da. Because I think if I'm reading something and everybody's reading the same thing that I'm reading, it's like I don't know. But being able to talk to Shalene and Shalene's reading her romances, because Shalene's a sweetheart. She likes like all the Harlequin stuff, and she's all hearts and butterflies and like
oh no, I don't
the
read all
you know.
Harlequins. I don't read a lot of Harlequin.
But I
I'm
mean,
not,
like you were reading like the
I'm
Hallmark
not
stuff.
watching Butterflies for Sean.
yeah, I read some of
She
those.
reads.
But I mostly read the
She reads a
Forever.
lot of the. But then you guys both like the psychological thrillers. Somebody's always getting murdered every time I talk to
Yeah,
either one of
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Yes.
Definitely read a lot of psychological thrillers.
It's
Now
like somebody's always getting murdered or something.
Kim's
I'm like,
favorite Danielle Steele book is The Wedding. Rose likes Danielle Steele and Linda Leal Miller. Rose, I used to read a lot of Linda Leal Miller when I was younger. Strachik likes mystery suspense, and then Dawn likes archaeology, suspense, or action and murder mysteries. That's
let's
great.
see. I'm looking at my Kindle now, you guys. I'm gonna see what the last books were that I read. Hold on one second.
So
Um,
Rose wants to tell what's on my shirt. She thought it was Adam and Dean, but it's the Breakfast Club.
the last book
Oh,
that I read was last night, and I've read Waiting
Other
for a Scot Like You by Eva Lee.
okay,
And I think that just came out. I think that was just released by Avon.
okay.
Um, and then I'm still reading Lover Unveiled, which is the last J.R. Ward um,
Black
Black
Dagger.
Dagger Brotherhood book. And those are really good. And you would think that by the time the series got to be as old as Black Dagger Brotherhood is, that they would stop. And then I read Wild Rain by Beverly Jenkins, which is an Afro-American historical fiction,
Yeah, I
historical
read that one
romance.
last year. My review
Um,
only went up last week, but I read it last year.
I read Scott to the Heart by Carolyn Linden, which was okay. And I read A Wolf After My Own Heart by Mary Jane Davidson, which was
Isn't that the
okay.
movie on Netflix, Shalene?
What's that?
What's the Janice Davison book you just DNF'd the other day? Was it the Wolf?
Bears Behaving Badly.
Oh, okay. Was that part of the series that for Sean meant?
It's a new series. The Bears Behaving Badly is the first book.
Oh, okay.
And it came out last year. And then the other book I was gonna read comes out today, and I didn't even read it because I didn't like the first one.
Wolf After My Own Heart.
Yeah.
I was reading that. It was okay, but I wasn't
I couldn't finish the
away.
first book. I couldn't finish the first book. It was like
the Three Stooges, you said.
The Three Stooges. It was like a dialogue with the Three Stooges. And I'm like, what? And I don't even know.
Did she do that thing where they were talking to themselves?
Yeah, and they would talk to each other like the Three Stooges, and I don't even know what the story was about because it was very weird.
Celine, after you told me,
but she kept doing that thing in A Wolf After My Own Heart where the character was having internal dialogue with themselves while at the same time they're having a dialogue with somebody else. So you can't figure out who the character's talking to. It's like, are you talking to yourself?
Celine told me she DNF'd it. I went to Goodreads and read reviews, and you know what, Celine? Everybody feels the same way you feel.
I know. After I DNF'd it, I looked too, and I said, good, I'm not the only one.
But if she would have left the internal dialogue out, it would have been fine. But it was just the fact that you never knew who they were talking to.
Right. That was the other thing. You didn't know who's talking.
So I thought it was just me. So now I feel better.
I want to mention I just want to go back real quick to Amanda Downey. Of the four of us that talk a lot about books, Amanda, I'm the only one who loves the Amish stories. I love Amish fiction.
No, I read a lot of Amish romance.
Oh, you do?
I read a lot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my favorite romance Amish authors.
Patricia Davids or Joanne Brown or one of those two?
One of the ladies is, hold on one second, I can tell you. That's why I brought my Kindle, because I needed backup. So hold on. I can tell you.
And while you look that up, we have someone in the chat I've never seen before.
I believe her name is Rachel Good. That's her name.
Rachel J. Good. Oh yes, Rachel J. Good. I've read almost everything she's written.
Hi Noah. No, I've never heard of Sam Michaels.
Yeah, hi Noah. Me either. Fashawn, have you read any Sam Michaels books?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't heard of him.
Silver Medieval Murder Mysteries with monks or nuns solving crimes. I haven't heard of any of those.
No, me either. I am reading a Verity Bright series where it's kind of like it's a historical. It's cozy mystery set in historical, but it's not quite like medieval, but it's the closest thing that I would come to having murder mysteries under unusual circumstances.
I am reading. I do have. I think it's called. What is that thing called? Hold on 1 minute. Bear with me, y'all. It's called.
Welcome back.
Bear with me, y'all.
I'm gonna do the giveaway right now.
Okie dokie.
We have 31 watching, so we are going to pick numbers 1 through 50, and the ones closest without going over is the winner. You have to be in the United States in order for me to ship this.
Okay.
So
and one number only. Don't change your number. If you see somebody else put your number in.
Yep. Keep
and
your
moderators will help choose the winner once Shalene calls the number.
And when I post the word start, then you can put in the numbers only if you're in the United States. And yes, once you put in a number, do not retract it. Do not pick a different number. You just pick one number.
Krishan, you're blocking your face, Silver. No.
Oh, sorry. My finger was in the way. I had to move it. Yeah,
So
it's dark in here. Okay.
Hi,
Now you
Louise.
no, no chatting during the numbers for anybody that's in the chat.
James Rollins, I used to read him. Dawn Bates for years.
Start.
Okay, you type it in start now, Celine?
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Does everybody have their numbers in?
Can I do it? I want a fifth Kindle. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, me too, huh?
Okay, stop. And I have the number generator. I've got 1 through 50. And I'm clicking generate. Number 17.
Number 17, the closest without going over would be Dawn.
Going over.
That would be Dawn with number 11.
Number 11. Okay, that looks like to me too. Dawn.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dawn.
Dawn.
Oh, I was about to type it in the chat. I forgot I'm talking. Louise went over, Nana. It's the person who gets closest without going over, so it would be Dawn.
So, Dawn, you can message me on Instagram messaging or Facebook Messenger, or you can email me.
Congratulations, Dawn. Hopefully you jotted down some of these books that we're talking about. Thank you, Noah. It's nice to see you. I appreciate you being here. I don't think the stream is over, but thank you very much.
So
this
I see.
was fun.
Yeah. We always like to talk books.
Yes, I love talking books. Well, we were talking about, Krishan had told you, Nana, we were talking about what we read this month, and now I just did a whipping chat yesterday. So my count at this point, counting the book I read today, I think is 77 for the year and 38 for the month, not counting Sacagawea, which I'm still reading, so I won't count that. And I've read some.
Really reflecting on my NetGalley books because I went down the Kindle Unlimited rabbit hole. You guys, I have Kindle Unlimited too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, like I don't have enough to read, but I went down the Kindle Unlimited rabbit hole. So like I've been reading like all these mafia romances, you know, where
Did you read the Emma Talon series?
Oh my gosh. Oh, do you know that Emma Talon has a new book coming out?
Yes, I'm on the blog tour. I'm on the blog tour.
Yeah, me too. The Revenge. It's a new series. I can't wait. I'm reading it in a couple of days, actually.
I love
I know nothing about this woman.
Emma Talon is 6 books in that series. Boss Girl. For sure, just check my Kindle under Emma Talon. You're gonna want to read every single one of those books.
Oh, okay. But
now, I do want to tell you guys in the chat that I read this year. I read The Invisible Woman by Erica Roebuck. It's a historical historical fiction book based on a woman who joined the French resistance in World War II. It's a
Mhm.
fictionalized account, and when I put up my review, I don't know if it came across. I think it came across Goodreads. I mean, Instagram, was somebody recommended A Woman of No Importance, which is the fictional biography of Virginia Hall, and that's Sonia Cornell. So that book comes highly recommended from me, guys. I just wanted to tell you, it's The
Cause
Invisible
I
Woman by Erica Roebuck or A Woman of No Importance by Sonia Cornell.
okay. I
And
went down the Kindle Unlimited rabbit hole, and I ended up reading a series, and it started with Keeping Lily, and then it was like Keeping Lily, and then Buying Beth, and um, Taking Megan. It was like all these women that got involved with these mobsters, right? And like there was always this scene in these books where they would have to go torture somebody at this warehouse. So
Oh
I'm
my
like,
yes, Silver,
and
I
like
will. Oops, let me remove that. I
then
forgot I didn't have to type into chat. Sorry about that. Silver, yes,
it was
I'm
just
gonna
the
message
weirdest
you.
thing because it
I'm
was
gonna
like
message.
one on a few of them, these girls had gotten kidnapped off the street, and they got kidnapped in front of this bar by this sex trafficking ring. They were gonna sex traffic the girls. So, but the girl, and they didn't know who the girls were, because one of them was like the police chief's daughter, the other one was the daughter of a senator, and the other one was the daughter of a um he was like a real estate mogul, right? And so the girls were supposed to stay home that night, but they decided that they wanted to go out against their father's wishes and just, go to some dive bar and let loose. So they're leaving the dive bar that's owned by the mobster, okay? And when they get outside, because one of the girls, one of the hitmen from the mob, he owned the bar, right? So he was interested in her, and they were making all kind of contact and everything in the bar, right? And this is his dive bar, and he's a hitman for the mob, right? So she leaves. She's the police chief's daughter. She leaves the mobster's bar, and when she goes outside, she gets kidnapped by the leader of the sex trafficking ring.
Mm.
So, so it's like what? So, so then, so then, the her father gets in contact with the mobster. Okay, so they're like, "Can you get my daughter back?" So he goes and he sets up a buy, and he buys her from the auction. So I'm like, what? So yeah.
Let's see.
What do you say to that?
I
It's
say
like,
nothing to that because I have too many review titles to read than to spend my time on Kindle Unlimited. I did get one book from Kindle Unlimited, but it was only because it was tied into a series. But if it's not tied into a series that I'm reading for review, I don't care. Just kidding.
well, see, I started that way, but then you know me because I'm always going down rabbit holes.
Hmm.
So I ended up down a rabbit hole with what is the author's name? The author's name is hold on. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. And there's 6 books. I read all 6 books. Um and the author's name is, hold on, because I can't give you the tidbits on the book without giving you the author's
Now,
name. And
you're not doing many blog tours anymore, right?
no, I'm not, because I can't. I have so many books that I have to read that I can't.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm signed up with one from Book a Tour, but other than that, I haven't been signing up for them.
Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how many. Well, I can't tell you actually. I have blog tour for March. I have 3, 6, 9, 12. 17 in March, and also 17 in April. And then so far I only have 7 in May and 2 in June. So yeah, I've got a
You
lot
can do book tours for all of us who are not doing book tours. We'll just leave them all to Robin. Robin will do them.
Yeah. Silver likes science fiction too, particularly time travel. See, now I like time travel. I like time travel books.
Only science fiction book that I read was recommended by you, Shalene. Robert Scalzi, is that his name?
Yes, John Scalzi.
John Scalzi, yeah.
Did
That's
you read
the
The Old Man's War?
The Old Man's War. Oh my God.
That book is so good.
I need to read the rest of that series because that was so good.
Yeah,
Even Dylan loved it. I need Dylan read it, and Dylan loved it.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Hopefully, I'll get to read today.
Well,
hopefully I'll get to read them.
I finished a book today so I can watch TV tonight because well, I would watch This Is Us, but I want to start binge watching Legacies because I finished the original. So now I'm going to binge watch that, and once that's done, I like to go back and binge watch YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I can't binge watch anything, excuse me, unless I read a book for that day.
Yeah,
so
my book today was Are We There Yet in Sacagawea.
Yeah.
I know what Robin's diamond painting. What are you diamond painting?
I have Cheshire Cat I'm still working on, and Rainbow Little Dragon Z. But today was coloring day, so I had to do Rio Carnival, it was called. Yeah, Rio
Rainbow
Carnival.
Dragon Z isn't available anymore.
It's in the Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays. So this is what I've gotten so far on the book.
That's beautiful.
That's nice.
So, and then the other color on it will be purple. So it's going to be greens and purples.
Oh, that's going to be lovely. Well, I'm finally getting on the home stretch of Mad Kitty. You guys finished Mad Kitty a while ago, but I'm finally working my way around to doing that. And I have the 11th Doctor on the go because I have to get that done for Amari before Bear gets here. And he's threatening to come out any minute.
Yeah.
Yep. She's about 34 weeks now. So he's going to be here soon.
Cool.
First grandchild.
Yep.
Yep. I'm so excited. His name is Bear.
B-E-A-R.
It's still Bear.
Thank you, Laverne.
It's still Bear. But I'm excited. And so I'll have somebody to diamond paint for, because now I have another excuse to buy diamond paintings and paint for him. So
yep. Yep.
Shalene, my daughter, I gave my daughter Satara, and her roommate wants to know if there's any diamond paintings with Jurassic Park. I've never seen any. Do you know of any?
Either she'd probably have to get a custom made one.
Okay.
A custom one. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, her roommates want to pay me to diamond paint.
Yes.
Wow.
I would do that in a heartbeat because you can only do so many and hang them up in your house, but I love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some that I would really like to do, but they wouldn't
fit any kind of a house.
Yeah, like the Rainbow Little Dragon Z. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I love it. But if someone doesn't diamond paint or maybe they don't like squares, I would gladly charge them to do one.
I would do one for somebody if they, if they would pay me to do it, because I just like to do it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
Now, how many? Okay, I have a question for everybody, even in chat. How many bookmarks do you own?
Uh-huh.
I just have the ones that you gave me.
Okay.
I only
Because
have
most
a
of my
couple
books,
books on Barnes and Noble because I read mostly digital or audiobooks.
me too.
Hi, Ellie. Welcome.
Hi, Allie. Yeah, I have probably 50, but like you, I don't read. I used to read hardcover, but
Oh, I do have a print book I'm going to read in the next couple of days, and it's this one. It's
I'm like, print
by
book, what is that?
it's The Maidens by Alex Michaelide, and I don't know if anybody here read The Silent Patient,
yeah.
but The
I
Silent Patient was his debut novel, and this is his sophomore novel. So I will be reading a print book, so I will be digging out a bookmark.
And Silver says, too many.
And Laverne says she has a lot.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of bookmarks, but I'm like Robin, now everything I read is digital, so I
Again,
don't.
I read mostly digital because we get them through NetGalley.
Yeah.
I haven't even downloaded all my books from the newsletter
Oh yeah.
from Minotaur. They sent me the newsletter,
Yeah, I
and I
didn't have any I wanted.
I selected 5 from the newsletter for print copies and 3 for digital copies. But I can cheat though because I'm already auto approved. So anything Minotaur has, I just have to go get.
Yeah.
I just have to go download them all, and I'm lazy, so I didn't do it.
Mhm.
So if there weren't any I wanted, I'm getting really picky.
I
Because I
just
have,
go get everything because I'll read it sooner or later, and I'd rather have it and not and not have read it than not have it.
yeah, but I have like 600 through NetGalley.
Yeah, I think I've got about that many outstanding from NetGalley as well.
Yeah, let me see. I know I have a lot.
And over 125 with Edelweiss.
I'm not even gonna look at what I have in that galley. I know my percentage is like 2.
I
Oh,
I have 890 books through NetGalley that I have to read.
I have 510 that I have to read. Well, I
hold
just
on a
read
second.
one, so that's 509.
I
The
know I
problem,
got
I
you
can read
wrong. Hold
audiobooks.
on a
I get
second. I'll
more.
tell you.
Somebody's echoing. Do you have like the laptop on or your Kindle or whatever to listen?
I'm listening through my laptop, but I don't know how else to listen to you
I don't neither.
because the volume is down on my iPad.
Yeah.
Let me. If I mute this, I'm gonna find out.
Like
Okay,
I'm
can you
on
hear me?
I'm on
Wait a
StreamYard,
minute.
but I also have the YouTube
Can you hear me now?
browser open, but I have the volume off on that. But I also have the YouTube
Can you hear me now?
browser
I just
open.
hear. I heard Shalene repeat.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I heard Shalene repeat.
Yeah, that's echo. So I'm gonna shut that volume off and go back to the volume on my
Woo.
iPad laptop. Okay, there we go.
I can tell you guys how many books I have in a second.
Okay. Yeah, I got 509, including 3 audiobooks, but it looks like they just gave me The Wife Upstairs like a minute ago, but I just read that, so I can put that review up. So that means I have 508.
Silver said she has news. So what's Silver's news?
Silver has news. Yes, Silver, do tell, do tell, do tell.
And Allie
Yeah,
said,
we're trying to figure out why we're echoing and repeating.
yeah, I don't know why we're echoing and repeating. I don't know who has something on.
Because
I don't, because all I have is my phone. I did that on purpose. So
and
I
I'm
will.
watching you through my laptop, so if I
I'm not hearing it anymore.
okay, good, good. Maybe toggling the sound off and on helped. I don't know if it did or not.
Let's see.
Okay, Silver, you keep keeping us in suspense. What is your news?
Okay, now I hear it again.
Oh my gosh, it's really bad now. How about now? I shut my iPad off altogether.
Now I can't hear anything but just you regularly.
It doesn't do it when I'm talking.
Yeah,
Is
you
it doing
can hear
that?
it on screen. It's coming from you, Queen.
I don't hear it anymore.
I do. The only device I have on right now is the laptop, but I hear myself through my laptop now.
See, I have the sound off on my laptop.
I'm going to leave and come back, guys.
Hold on 1 second. I wanna...
Okay, can you hear it? No echoing. Nope. For Sean, talk.
Huh?
It was Robin because it's not doing it now. So Silver says her brother has a photo commissioned and live on a British diamond painting website.
Oh, wow.
My phone is constantly saying I have a message, and then when I go in, there's nothing there. That is great, Silver. See, I don't hear the echoing now.
Yeah, I think it was Robin.
Yep. Okay, Robin's trying to come back in. Let me add her to the stream. Oh my gosh, Robin. That was a horrible noise.
Yes, it was.
I think that's her phone.
Yeah, because we didn't hear the echoing when you left. That's what I'm wondering, Gia, because I have my StreamYard, but I also have the YouTube up, but I have the sound off on YouTube. And the only reason I did that is because it was a little bit easier sometimes to read the chat, but I don't need it on, but the volume's turned right off. It's muted. So I'm on my StreamYard, and then I have a tab open for
Okay,
you.
can you hear me now?
My StreamYard. I can still, you have something on it. I can hear myself talk back. So it's something on
Yeah, there's something. Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, it's not.
What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not.
What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's not.
Wow, it just got really spectacular.
Yeah, I don't know
Hello?
what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Robin's.
It just got really feedbacky.
Yeah. See, I only have one microphone.
I only have one thing on, so I could make sure that I wasn't.
Gia says it's starting to sound like a background music to a thriller book.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how many NetGalley books I have. Hold on one second.
Yeah, and
If I can.
I don't have my phone on YouTube or my tablet. Robin says her sound's completely off. She says, I can hear Shalene and Fashawn through her iPad, but not through her laptop anymore.
Oh, okay.
And Sherry wants to know who is in the dark. That is Fashawn.
That's
She's in
me.
the dark.
I'm in the dark. I'm in the dark looking to see how many books I have on NetGalley. Which I really should be looking, but okay.
So it sounds better because Robin's gone. So it's on Robin's end.
I'm just glad it's not me this time because usually it's me. I'm
So
usually having some sort of.
she had her iPad on and her laptop. So she should have turned off. Louise, really? The noise is still bad? With Robin gone, the noise is still bad? I know it was deafening. It was hurting my ears. Okay, Robin's trying to again. No, Robin. I had to mute your mic. It's hurting everybody's ears.
What about now with my volume down?
Okay. So do you have your iPad and something else on?
I have my iPad, but I can't enter StreamYard with my iPad, only my laptop.
Okay, then your iPad turn the sound off.
Yeah, the iPad's not even on right now.
Oh.
Now it sounds like she's in a tunnel.
Because I turned my volume way down.
Yeah, Robin might have to put your earphones on. They said.
Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. I've got some right here. Give me a second.
No, Sherry, no, it's not echoing. No.
Excellent, Aaron. Getting some earphones now, guys.
I know that happens with Billy, and he puts earphones on.
Okay, I put earphones on. Tell me if you can hear me.
I can hear you fine, but I'm still hearing echoing. And I'm gonna hold on. Okay, do you hear echoing? It's still on Robin's end because I muted Robin and I don't hear the echoing.
Poor thing.
I don't hear the echoing until Robin's on.
Right.
And I wonder why it started doing it all of a sudden, because it was fine earlier. Okay, Robin's on, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you're echoing again.
And I'm coming directly through my laptop right now.
Do you have Chrome open in more than one spot?
Let me see.
So you've got the StreamYard open. Do you have YouTube open as well?
No. But let me see. I think I see something. I think I see it. Okay, how about now?
Nope, it's all good.
Okay, let's plug the webcam back in. I think I figured it out. Fashawn just asked if I had StreamYard open. I think I opened StreamYard before you started your stream, and I think I didn't close that. So let's try this. Switch.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to switch cameras.
Now it sounds fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still on me. All right, I'm leaving and coming back one more time, but I think we got to the bottom of it.
Fashawn is in the dark.
Yeah, I'm completely on blackout screen.
We'll get the hang of this, Gia. It was the first time I brought people in, and my second time using StreamYard on my channel. I've gone into others using StreamYard. And if you noticed, it didn't disconnect and reconnect like OBS does when I use live. So I'm using my OBS. You're muted. Okay. Your mic's not connected, Robin. Connect your mic. Oh, that's fine, Gia. I don't mind getting suggestions. Robin's mic's not on.
How about now?
Yep, your mic's on now. I don't.
Okay, but for some reason now I do not know how to turn my webcam back on, so you just have to look at me for the rest of the video.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know how you change it.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Let's see.
At the bottom, it says cam mic. Looks like a little wheel. Click on that and there you go.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to look at my face for the next hour. Don't want to do that. Okay. Sorry guys. What it was is because I was not familiar with StreamYard, I opened it up before the video and then I went to Messenger and clicked Shalene's link. So I apologize for giving anybody an earache.
So we're all good
and
now.
Gia, thank you for all of your feedback suggestions. I wasn't trying to ignore you, hon. I really appreciate your help.
Dope. And sound systems are not past echoing wavelengths because it's happened to a few other live streamers. They had other things opened and they had the same problem.
All right. Shalene, I really apologize for upsetting your live.
It's okay.
I really apologize.
It was fine until a few minutes ago, and that's when it started.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, back to our originally scheduled program.
I know, right?
John, did you find out how many Neck Alley books you are, and why are you in the complete dark for sure?
She's in the dark. We need to bring her out of
the dark because it's dark in my house, and like if I put on a light bulb because of where I am, it's gonna be. Hold on. Ooh, no, don't want to do that. I can't see.
Okay. Now we can't see you.
Hold on 1 second, because when I turn the light on, it kind of blinds me a little bit. Hold on. Okay. So, can you see me now? Okay, good.
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
Okay.
You couldn't hear me, and then you couldn't see you.
Right.
Thank you so much, Kia. Now, yeah, for Sean's on witness protection. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Okay, so let's get back to this. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Yes, it is a learning curve.
Yep.
And I'm glad that we got it figured out, because I hope to be more involved in the live streaming end of YouTube. And now that we got past this, we know what to do or what to avoid in the future.
Yeah.
I don't even know what drills I'm working on now. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. So back to you, Fashawn. How many NetGalley books do you have? All you have to do is go to give feedback.
Yep.
Or go to your bio. They'll both tell you.
Just click on your shelf.
Yeah, go to your shelf.
Actually,
It'll tell you.
hold on. I don't know if I can. Hold on 1 second. Am I still in here? Am I still in? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you. 1 second. Because I can't see myself, so I don't know if I'm.
Yeah, we can see you just fine.
Okay.
Now
I'll
she's
tell you in a second.
While Fashawn's looking, Shalene, do you have anything lined up to read tomorrow?
I'm debating. I think I want to read Cowboy Come Home by Carly Bloom.
Oh, yes, you did mention it earlier.
So I think I'm going to start that, and then the next one will be the Bridgerton book, the first one.
Oh, I love that series.
Fashawn, you're frozen.
It looks that way.
I'll be back in a second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, but
you're just frozen.
Okay,
what
I'll be back
in. What I want to
in.
read tomorrow, most likely, is Her Revenge or The Revenge by Emma Challen. Yeah, Her Revenge. I have a J.T. Ellison book, Her Dark Lies. Her Dark Lies lined up. So it's a toss up between Her Dark Lies or Her Revenge. And then I've got an Alison Brennan book. All three authors I really like. I have Tell No Lies by Alison Brennan. So I've got a lot lined up. I just don't know which one I'm going to choose.
Oh, yeah, Silver asked us before, and I forgot to get back to her. She wants to know if we heard of a book called The Other Passenger, and yes, I have. And
no, I haven't read that. What's that about?
I might have that. Yeah, she says it's a thriller. The Other Passenger. I wonder if I have it.
Tell me how many books I have to give feedback on.
Yeah, it will. If you go to give feedback, you're going to see all, and it'll say books under give feedback.
Hold on 1 second, because I was just there.
The Other Passenger.
If I go to my shelf or my dashboard?
That's for Sean, because that noise comes from her place.
Well, I know that I'm clean. It's not me this time.
No, Fashawn has something in her house that makes that noise when we call her.
What, the buzzing?
Yeah.
That's my phone.
Okay.
It's my notifications on my phone. Because when I hit...
Who wrote The Other Passenger, Silver?
Is it Louise Candlish? Because I would decline that.
It won't show me how many I have.
When you go into NetGalley, click on your shelf.
I am.
And it tells right there on your shelf.
Did you go to give feedback for Sean? Go to give feedback.
Yeah, give feedback.
Hold on. Because I probably have so many books that they just stopped counting and said, forget it, and they just won't come.
No.
It's going to be there under give feedback. It's going to say book in parentheses. You're going to see a number. It's going to say 2016. I'm just kidding.
When you're under your shelf, it says start reading, give feedback, feedback sent. Click on give feedback, and it tells you how many you have.
It doesn't, though. Hold on. Because I clicked on my shelf, okay?
Okay, Louise Candish. I'm going to look it up, Silver.
And
Let me
it says
right now.
good feedback, and it says see all,
Yep, see all.
and it won't, and there's nothing beside it.
Well, then you've read them all.
If you're in give feedback, it should say see all, and then there's a number in parentheses.
Yeah.
There's no number. I think I have too many for them to put a number, so they have put a number, and it's just
Does
weird.
it list the books that you have, the arcs you have?
Yeah.
All right, go to your profile. It'll be in your profile too.
Hold on. Okay, I'll go there.
Under feedback ratio, it'll tell you how many approved and how much feedback you've sent.
You really want to do that?
Yes, we want to do that.
No, we don't. Hold on.
Where?
Okay, you said the other passengers?
See, now mine doesn't tell me how many. It just tells me how many I was approved for and how many I sent a review for.
Right, so
Right.
if you subtract.
Right, so she'd have to subtract.
Yes.
Wait, guys, wait. Are you serious? Okay, so I was approved for 3,288.
Hold on, I'm putting up the calculator. How many books were you approved for?
3,288.
Oh my gosh.
And how many have you given reviews for?
500.
Oh my God. So you hit
I'm almost at 800, and I've only been doing it for 2 years.
2,788 you have not read to review.
Oh my
I've
word.
read them. I've read a lot of them. I just didn't put reviews in.
You're worse than me.
Silver, I'm going to get this book. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to see if my library has it. Shalene and Fashawn, Silver's recommending The Other Passenger by Louise Candice.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Silver.
My library, Silver.
Yeah, I've been using Nightingale since 2011. So
I've been using it since 2015.
And I've been there since 2018, and I've got 797 feedback, but I've got 2 reviews to put up tomorrow, so I'm almost at 800.
oh goodness, it's funny. I have 5,000 books in my Kindle though.
Oh, how many in my Kindle? Let's see. That's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5,000 in there.
If Silver's listening, I'm still looking for The Other Passengers at my library.
I have 639 Kindle books.
Wow.
But some of them I've read.
5,000.
I probably have a couple.
Yeah, I think I've hit 5,000.
I'm not finding The Other Passenger anywhere.
And a lot of the time, if I've read it and I know I will never, well, I never reread books again because I have too many. But if I know that I won't ever read it again, I'll sometimes just delete it right from my library.
I keep everything, but even if you delete it, you know that it exists in your Amazon account, right? So
I mean that's where I delete it from.
Oh, you did? You go all the way to Amazon? No, I don't delete anything.
Yeah, I have.
If it's mine and I'm keeping it, let's see. Let me go to my
okay, I'm not frozen anymore.
I'm gonna tell you what I have for digital books. Where's my content? Manage digital content.
Straight Chick says that she has The Passenger.
I'm still looking.
Yes, I believe so, Nana. Right, Robin? She can install the Kindle app on her iPad.
Yep, I use it all the time, especially.
There you go, Nana.
Especially when I multitask.
Hi.
Okay, I have 1,660 books. on my Kindle, and I have
Hold on. Let me see how many I
1,709
have.
docs. So I have about 3,300, I guess that comes up to.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see how many I have in my Kindle.
And that's not even counting how many physical books I own in this house, which is probably another 200 to 300.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how many books I have in my house. They're all first edition.
Fashan can make furniture out of hers.
Yeah, I can. I literally, my daughter made me a book fort that I could actually get in and sit in. It took up my entire living room. She made me a book fort.
Silver. The Other Passenger by Louise Candish is available on NetGalley for Atria Books. So I'm requesting it now. It says it's coming out in July, but I guess it depends on the publisher because it came out in July 2020.
Right.
But now it says it's coming out in July 2021, which makes it available on NetGalley. So Atria gives me a request, so I will be getting it, Silver. And when I get it, Silver, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'm requesting it too.
Yeah, go to NetGalley, Shalene.
Yep, I am. I'm requesting it right now. I just requested it.
Now, David Wood. I don't know what David Wood. I don't know anything by David Wood.
No, I have never heard of him either.
Okay,
Silver is cross stitching right now. That's pretty cool. Straight Chick, I will read physical books. Like, I don't know if you saw this. Whoops, I just dropped it. This one I have here. Shalene, Fashan, and I, we get books from publishers. This is Celadon, and they recently started sending me books. So this is like my 5th or 6th book from them. So this is exciting because I love this author. So I think I have about 150 to 200 physical arcs, and then I have my own library. But
I'm in my Kindle right now, you guys. I'm trying to see how many books I have. Hold on a second.
So it looks like David Wood writes biographies, and I don't read that type of book.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about biographies either, guys.
Anna, I don't know if NetGalley is an app. The other girls.
No, it's netgalley.com. I'll type it into the chat, you guys.
But you have to be a book reviewer.
Yes.
And you have to have like a blog or Goodreads or something.
Yeah, you don't have to have a blog, but you definitely have to have a Goodreads.
Yeah,
a place where you can promote it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but let's see.
I believe all 3 of us like cozy mysteries, Nikki. I know I do, and I know Robin does.
I do.
Cozy mysteries. I'm currently Nana, here's the link to NetGalley right here. Nikki, hi there, Nikki. Nikki, I love cozy mysteries. I'm in the midst of some beautiful series. One cozy mystery series that Shalene and I read, I think Fashan may have started it too, was a Lucy Stone series by Leslie Meyer.
I started that.
So I read that whole series, and now I'm reading the Joanna Fluke Hannah Rayburn series, which Fashan has everything in audio pretty much. What Fashan does not have in audio, I have in digital ARC format, so I have every single Hannah Rayburn book. Another cozy mystery series that I haven't started yet, but it's in my agenda is the Tea Shop Mysteries by Laura Childs.
I want to read those.
And
I'm reading those.
Cozy mystery. I guess that's it for cozy. Oh, Kate Carlisle has the Bibliophile series. That's a cozy mystery series. And I guess that's it for cozy mystery series.
Laverne wants to know if we've read the Misfortune series, which I have not.
Nope, I haven't, but I'll jot it down because I'm big on series, Laverne, and I'm big on cozy mysteries.
And Nikki wants to know if you like Sherry Bryan.
Don't know Sherry Bryan, but I'm going to head right over to Goodreads to see what she writes. What do you recommend that of hers, Nikki?
Okay, let's see. Misfortune series.
Yes, you're gonna love all of those, Nikki. The series that I named, and most of that stuff is available if you use Hoopla or Overdrive through your library. I don't think I have bought a single cozy mystery title yet because they're all
I
available.
don't know if Nikki can get those. She's in the UK.
Oh, Nikki, I'm not sure. Sherry Bryan, we are.
Wow.
Oh wow, I would love her stuff.
Sherry.
Laverne, is it Laverne
Mhm.
who mentioned Sherry? No, Nikki mentioned Sherry Bryan. Nikki, yeah, this is my stuff. This is my stuff. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put her in my want to read, Nikki, right now,
Sherry Bryan.
and I will
What
I
did
will
she
grab a
write?
hold of this entire series.
I don't know, but she's not on NetGalley.
What was it?
Sherry Bryan writes cozy mysteries. The
Okay.
first book, it's the Charlotte Denver series,
Okay.
and the first one is Tapas,
Let's
Parakeet,
see how
and a
many books.
Corpse. And according to
Mm.
Goodreads, there's only 7 books, so I can wipe this out in a few days. I'm gonna check my library for those, Nikki. Thanks for the recommendation.
Silver says she loves watching the cozy mysteries like Murder, She Wrote.
I'm putting all of these in
Mm.
my want to read right now, Nikki, so I will grab those up as soon as I find out who has them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
NetGalley has
Um,
some murder she wrote books
so apparently,
on
according to
October.
my um according to my Kindle, okay,
Yeah.
it says that I have 5,522 unread books, and I have 5,030 arcs.
You got 10,000 books, girl, and you spend all your time on
I
Kindle
have
Unlimited.
I have 5,030 arcs. So I
I
have
will,
5,000
Nikki. I'll
because
let
all
you know. Okay, Jana De
I have
Leon. Wait a minute. I see another series, the Miss Blaze series, and then Jana De Leon. Oh my gosh, I will never be done with series. Let me go get these in my read list.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
No, you
Yep.
can't, Jan.
It's this weather.
Shalene, I was almost in jeopardy earlier. I was so sleepy. I laid down at 4:30 and I set 3 alarms. I mean, I laid down at 4:15 and I set
Yeah,
three
because you
alarms.
said that you were gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, I was exhausted, but Aaron lost his wallet and he had me going searching his room and I did find it. So
Uh-huh.
he ruined my nap and I'm like, oh, how am I gonna get through this stream tonight as tight as I am? So let's see.
I
I'm
ended
looking
up
for this other series. Okay, Bliss Bay. Okay, I see the Bliss Bay. Oh, I cannot wait to check these out, Nikki.
Yeah, I ended up babysitting for like an hour because Carson can't go to school. He was running around in the house Sunday and smacked his eye into the corner of a kitchen cabinet.
Oh my gosh.
How?
So he's got eye drops that he has to do a couple times a day, and they had him stay home for a couple days from school. So he
Oh,
had an appointment today. She said, "Can you come here around 2 o'clock?" And I said, "No, because my car's parked on a pile of ice and we can't get it out of the driveway." So
oh.
she dropped him. So she says, "Oh, Carson said he'll come to your house because you have new toys for him." And I said, "No." So he came here and I was setting up his tablet and he was playing with one of his remote control cars I got him, and then he wanted to do a puzzle. So yeah, I kept him busy. Then he says he was hungry, so I had to feed him peanut butter and jelly sandwich he asked for. So he kind of kept me awake.
Okay.
So
I see the Janet De Leon series. Laverne, so I'm putting those in my TBR as well.
What are they about? Hold
It's
on.
cozy mysteries.
Oh, okay.
So the
Hold on.
Misfortune Mystery series by
Hold on,
Janet
you
De
guys. I'm
Leon
going to my
has seven.
Goodreads.
No, The Misfortune Mysteries has 10 books, and the Sherry Bryan series has 7.
Sherry.
Hi,
Spell that
Grace.
for me.
Which one? Sherry Bryan or Janet?
Sherry Bryan.
Oh,
Can you see the chat for Sean? They're right in the chat.
Sherry
I
Bryan's
can't see the chat.
Oh, you can't see the chat? Okay. Sherry Bryan is Sherri, and Bryan
Okay.
is last name. She has 2 series. And then Jenna De Leon has a series, and those are all cozy mystery series.
Okay. It's Sherri.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can Bliss. Okay, I see. I got it. Sherry Bryan. Okay. I'm putting all this into my Goodreads.
Yeah, I just did as well.
Tapas, carrot cakes, and a corpse. Charlotte Denver.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nikki, if I'll try them. If not for a while, because I have so many books now. Yep, and I like Jen
Wow.
Colgan. She's on. Hi, Grace.
See, I'll try them
Okay.
because
Yeah,
if they're cozy mysteries, that's 2 or 3 books a day I can read, so I can wipe it out in a
I
couple of
have it
days.
in my want to read. I put the Charlotte Denver series in my want to read, and I'm gonna put the Bliss Bay.
and Urelli just joined us too.
Hi, you
Oh,
Relly.
Bodies, Baddies, and a Krabby Tabby. That's cute.
How are
Look.
you, Relly? So nice to see you here, hon.
I
Hi,
have too
Grace.
many. I'm so far behind on some of my other authors that it's hard for me to pick up newer series.
That's cute. Bodies, Baddies, and a Krabby Tabby. That's adorable.
Hey, Grace,
Hold
how was
on.
your first day back at work? Hey, Allie, yes, this whole chat is about books, and more books.
Books.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was doing fine until I got a message from somebody, and it was kind of upsetting, and it gave me an instant migraine, and I've had it ever since. So I don't respond well to stress.
Oh yes, straight chick. I have a lot of snow on the ground. And my car hasn't moved in like 2 weeks. So whatever it's been sitting on, it's all been turning into ice. And so my car is like stuck where it is until it all is gone. As Scott said, he went out there, he can't even snow blow behind my car because it's all ice.
Wow. The Beach Street Bakery series, Nikki, who writes that? Let me see if I can search it. Nikki, I have a spreadsheet, and when this chat is over, I'm going to go ahead and add all of these to my spreadsheet. And anything that I don't get read in this year will flow over until, just my series spreadsheet just flows over to the right, so to speak. So I will get to these books. Let me see. I forgot the name of it already. It's Beach Street Bakery.
Oh, Allie, I'm in Western New York. I'm by Buffalo.
Oh, wow. This is Jenny Colgan. I've heard of Jenny Colgan. Doesn't she have books on NetGalley, you guys?
I think so.
Yes.
Let's go look. I'll put her name in.
Yeah. All right. So I'm sticking those in my want to read too. So yeah, I'll get those. But I'm going to look at her latest book because that name really rings a bell.
Yeah, Jenny Colgan has The Good, the Bad, and the Dumped, and Sweet Shop of Dreams.
Yeah, I knew I heard it. I've seen her name on
So
NetGalley.
I'm going to go request them.
Okay, me too. And wait, my chat's frozen. Thank you, Urelli. It's that situation that I made the video for that I took the video down, and I'm still being harassed today, and it just drives me crazy.
I do have some of Jenny Colgan's books. Let me go look.
Okay. For company, you don't have to put anything in for company, Silver. You do have to review what you receive, but we can help you with that. And if you
Yeah.
use Goodreads, just put your reviews also in Goodreads. I'm an extensive reviewer, so my reviews are 4, 5, 6 paragraphs. But I've seen reviews that are 1 or 2
One
sentences.
sentence.
Yeah. So how you review is your own gig, but how I
So
review.
the Jenny Colgan books that I have is Meet Me at the Cupcake Cafe and The Loveliest Chocolate Shop in Paris.
Okay.
I was declined 1, 2, 3 books.
Mm,
I have 1 book pending.
sure.
See, now I thought I had the bookshop on the shore, but it says I was declined.
So the Sweet Shop of Dreams comes out in April, so it's a wish for it. So I just did that. The Good, Bad, and the Dump is I'm already auto approved, so I'll download that one right now.
Yep.
Where is that at?
That's William Morrow. William Morrow auto approved me a couple of months ago, so I can take
William Morrow?
Yeah,
I can
that,
get those
that's
on
on NetGalley. So
Otherwise.
that one comes out in March. So okay, so who recommended Jenny Colgan? Because I just got to Nikki. Thank you. I got one, Nikki, and the other one I requested. Grace, I am Diamond.
You said it's on William Morrow?
Yeah, I usually get approved for them.
I don't know. I just get these beautiful emails saying you can have it. It's yours. Grace, this is Mountain Castle by Diamond Art Club. It is a 98 by 70, and I'm almost halfway done.
Now, does Grace like to read?
She used to, but she doesn't have time anymore. She has a blog and everything, but she stopped.
Oh.
Who has the cupcake? Who's the Cupcake Cafe? I don't have that one. I don't see that one, I should say.
I wonder if I have some though from Amazon.
Yeah, because that name, okay, Cupcake Cafe. Oh, that came out in 2019, so of course it wouldn't be on NetGalley anymore. So I can check that out. That's Sourcebook. So I would have got if I had known about it back then. Sourcebooks. I work with them, so they would have given that to me. Yeah, Grace, I asked how your first day back at work was.
Okay, so I have Christmas at Rosie Hopkins' Sweet Shop by Jenny Colgan back from 2015.
Oh, okay. I don't have that one.
That's on my Kindle.
Oh, cool. Let me see if I have anything by Jenny Colgan on my Kindle. Pull my Kindle out real quick.
Allie, in the coloring community, we allow the caps if you're trying to get the attention of the host. I know
I don't have any.
They don't allow it in the diamond painting community, but in the coloring community, that is what we are always told to do: is put caps up when you want to get someone's attention.
Yeah. It's acceptable in this community because we're mostly, I don't know, Shalene is a cross community woman here. Shalene's a diamond painter, a colorer, a planner, and a cross stitcher. Yeah, Shalene does it all.
But yeah, the coloring community.
Oh, Grace is reading a historical romance. What are you reading, Grace? Sorry to cut you off, Shalene. I'm sorry, hon.
That's okay. I was just saying the coloring community recommends using caps when you're asking a question to the host. That's okay, Allie. That's what questions are for. Okay, Grace is reading a historical romance. Which book is it, Grace? And what happened with Fashawn? Did her
I
phone
don't know. I wonder if she dropped her signal dropped.
Okay, thanks for coming in, Ureli.
Bye, Ureli. It was nice to see you. Enjoy making dinner. I made beef stew tonight. I made it very early this morning in my crock pot.
Right. Laverne says in the craft community, hosts are often looking down. So, yep. We like having it in caps. So when we do look up, we know you're asking us something and you're not just chatting with each other in the chat.
Yeah.
It helps tremendously. Grace is reading When He Was Wicked by Lorraine Heath.
Oh, okay. I know Lorraine Heath.
And Nikki's reading Summer at the Comfort Food Cafe by Debbie Johnson.
Well, Nikki, you know these cozy mystery books, don't you, hon?
Well, When the Duke Was Wicked, that's what it's called. When the Duke Was Wicked by Lorraine Heath.
Okay.
I don't think I've heard of that author.
I have. I'm checking my Kindle right now to see if I have anything by her.
Gia's reading Distress Signals by Catherine Ryan Howard, and I haven't heard of her either.
Neither. Nope, I have nothing by Lorraine Heath. Heard the name before. Distress Signals. Yes, Gia, that's funny. Oh, it's a debut novel, Gia.
Thriller references earlier. Oh, it's a thriller? Distress Signals.
You know, when I was causing all that feedback by having multiple windows open. That's what Gia is referring to.
Yeah, I know. Distress Signals. By Catherine Ryan Howard.
Are you checking NetGalley or Goodreads, Shalene?
Oh, I'm just writing them down. I have heard of the Maisie Dobbs books. Yep, sometimes the best authors are the ones not well known. Grace, I don't know what happened to Fashawn. I wonder if her phone died.
It's okay if you're a slow reader, Nikki. As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. It's just to be able to escape into the world of fiction or nonfiction, whatever your preference is, and get away from the pressures of the real world sometimes. So speed definitely does not matter.
That's why sometimes I don't answer my phone because I'm reading. But I do have a couple of friends that I'll tell them I'm reading and they just keep talking to me. Nikki, you missed Miss Pearl. She was up here on the table at the beginning of the stream. Right now, I don't know where she is. I don't see her. No, Grace, I did not see your Baby Yoda pen. We only have a couple more minutes, and then we're going to say goodbye. This was fun.
It was.
The only
what they say, Shalene, fake it till you make it. That's what I did tonight. I've got a really bad headache from stress, and I'm exhausted. But I made it.
Yes. All of my fur babies they like to lay in front of my heat registers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm sure that's where they all are. They're soaking up the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this was fun, Laverne. I'm glad that we chose to do this. Thursday, what was I going to do Thursday instead of diamond painting?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember. Does anybody remember what I talked about I was going to do Thursday?
No, and I thought I was paying attention, but I don't remember.
No, I should have written it down. That's what my planners are for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't write down though my ideas for live streams. I don't remember now. I think we were going to talk TVs, shows, and movies.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's what we're going to do Thursday. TV shows and movies. Yes, I know, Gia. It's for people like me who can't remember crap anymore. Let me get this written down. Wednesday, live stream.
You just said Wednesday. Do you mean Thursday?
Thursday. I was looking at Wednesday on the calendar. That's why. Okay, Thursday. Live is TV shows and movies. Okay, Nana. Thanks for coming in.
Bye, Nana. It was nice to see you. And by the time I see you again, Nana, I will have gotten another couple of 100 pages into Sacagawea. I can understand why you read it so many times. I'm very impressed by it. I don't like Charbonneau, though. I don't know what you think of Charbonneau, but I don't think he has one redeeming quality. But it's a great book.
Laverne, my shirt is the Breakfast Club. And no, I have not watched WandaVision yet, Grace, because I'm watching all the Marvel movies in order. I've seen a few of the Marvel movies, but not all of them. So now, like every Saturday, I'm going to watch a couple movies. And then once I watch them all, I'm going to watch WandaVision. So right now, I watched the first Captain America I was supposed to watch, which was... So I watched... Hold on. I watched Captain America, the First Avenger, and then I watched Captain Marvel. Now I have watched Iron Man before. I've watched Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther. So I'm going in and I'm going to watch them all. Yes, I love my 80s movies. I've watched most of Endgame, but I didn't watch. I can't pay attention when I'm at Dylan's because the boys are running around, and I've watched a lot of these movies when I'm at Dylan's. Allie requested to join the group. My Facebook group. Okay.
Silver, you can also check out, speaking of Facebook group,
Okay, Allie, I just approved you. Oh, Justin's fine. It was my grandson, Carson.
So is he off of school tomorrow as well? Or was it yesterday?
They don't have school on Wednesdays. Wednesdays is online classes. The whole school is closed on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if he's going back Thursday, probably.
Okay.
He was fine here. His eye was completely open and he was playing. So I know they just wanted to kind of keep him home to keep an eye on him.
I don't blame him. I would probably have done the same thing.
I'm glad that he didn't do major damage to his eye.
Oh, I know.
It looked horrible, and he couldn't open it.
Oh, boy.
So Grace said CW Superman premieres tonight. I'm not watching that. But I am watching This Is Us, and then I'm going to watch some Legacy episodes. But I'm going to say goodbye now. I'm so glad, Robin, you came in, and Frashan, I don't know what happened to her. This was fun. And
thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And all of you that gave us other ideas for books.
And Nikki, I'm sorry, my head was down. I'm glad you started a diamond paint too, so we're gonna have to catch up on Messenger, Nikki. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everybody coming. Thank you, Shalene. Bye-bye, hon.
Love you.
Love you.